Eyewitness News is staying on top of the developing news out of Syria. As the White House continues to try and win over Congress on its proposed strike on the Middle Eastern country, Congressman Joe Kennedy, who serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, was recently photographed at a briefing with Vice President Joe Biden in the Situation Room of the White House. You're taking a look at that photo right now. Eyewitness News reporter Marilyn Scherer spoke with the congressman about that meeting and joins us now with more from Swansea.
Members of Congress are carefully reviewing the White House resolution and other classified information to launch an attack on Syria. Now, we caught up with Congressman Joe Kennedy, who was in Swansea and was meeting up with people in his district to get a pulse from them on what they'd like him to do.
Classified brief.
Congressman Joe Kennedy, who met with constituents in Swansea Saturday, tells Eyewitness News his meeting in the Situation Room with Vice President Joe Biden this week for a briefing on Syria was very useful.
We're there, grateful for the opportunity, grateful that they were willing to make that time and answer questions. No hard sell, just really trying to make sure that we had the information that we will need over the course of the days ahead to cast a very tough vote.
Kennedy and other freshman lawmakers posed questions to the vice president and other national security officials, he says, to help them decide on whether to support the White House on its resolution and proposed strikes on Syria.
I had an opportunity for the vice president to walk us through, and some of the national security team to walk us through some additional information that they had.
Kennedy serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. He says he's still undecided about whether to launch an attack on Syria after they reportedly used chemical weapons on civilians. He calls it tragic and dangerous.
The use of chemical weapons is atrocious and violates longstanding international norms. That being said, the question is, what's the best way for the United States to respond? What's in our national security interest? And how do we do this in a way that is going to ensure that U.S. troops aren't put at risk?
Congress officially goes back in session this Monday, September 9th. Now, the Rhode Island congressional delegation, Congressman Langevin and Cicilline, say they are publicly still undecided on the issue. Reporting with the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom, Marilyn Scherer, Eyewitness News.